Welcome to session 2 of Wisdom of the Willow. And my guest today is my friend Stacy, and our topic is inflammation. Welcome.
Thank you. So good to be here. Lord knows I have a lot of inflammation.
So we picked this topic because it's something we both deal with. We support each other in the challenges of dealing with it. We support each other in the successes of dealing with it. I am diagnosed with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, so I experience a lot of nerve pain and fatigue.
And I have rheumatoid arthritis. And some days I feel like that is just my only identity, that it's the biggest part of my life is the fact that I have rheumatoid arthritis. It is just present all the time. I am constantly feeling the pain of it, feeling the limitations by it, and it's not a good way to live.
No, and that's also why we chose that topic, because we don't talk about it enough. It's really challenging, and almost everyone I know has some kind of disease that involves inflammation. And it really affects every aspect of your being, and it's hard to keep your mood elevated.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay positive. And we really support each other in doing that.
Yes.
There are mornings where we call each other and I'm like, Stace, are you swollen today? What's going on?
Such a bad day. What is happening?
But there's other days where Stacy calls me and she's like, I did an ab meltdown today and I feel great. And we both access a chiropractor, acupuncture, Rolfing, energy work. We do a lot of alternative medicine to keep ourselves healthy. And we work hard at eating healthy, because food absolutely makes a tremendous difference. And it's great to have lots of practitioners in your life that can help you manage the symptoms, but it's that much more empowering to have a tool that you have control over, and the food you choose is something that you can do. And choosing foods that are anti-inflammatory absolutely makes a difference. So I'm going to use an analogy to make the connection between inflammation and our immune systems. So very simply, our immune systems are the security system, and inflammation is an alarm. So when you're experiencing inflammation, your immune system's alarm is going off, saying something's wrong. And there are two kinds of inflammation. There's acute inflammation, and that is when you have an infection or injury. That's what sets the alarm system off. And it's a healthy response. Your body recognizes that there's an emergency, and it sends blood flow to the area, to the infection or injury, and that can cause redness or warmth. Your body sends white blood cells to fight the infection or help support healing the injury, and that can simulate nerve pain. And there's fluid that flows along with the white blood cells, and that can create swelling. So those are typically the symptoms of inflammation.
But acute inflammation, that's something that your body is supposed to do.
Yes.
As a result of an actual injury, and if there's something wrong, your body recognizes it, and it sends all of those responses to help heal it.
Exactly. That response when you have an infection or injury is exactly what's supposed to happen. That's a healthy system. The problem is that we have, and that many people have, is the chronic inflammation. And that is characterized in RA and fibromyalgia and lots of other diseases that are very common nowadays. And that is the fact that your alarm system keeps going off, but there is no emergency. There's no foreign invader. There's no injury. There's no infection. Something is setting off a false alarm, and your immune system is doing what is responding to that message, except it doesn't have anything to fight.
Right.
And so then what happens is it starts attacking healthy cells in your body and healthy tissue. And that's what an autoimmune disorder is, your body attacking itself. So why is this happening? Why is our body doing this?
Yeah.
And there are several things. Chronic viral infections can create constant chronic inflammation. Stress, hormonal imbalance, which we talked a little bit about in the first episode, and toxins in our environment and toxins in our food. And the toxins in our food are what we're going to talk about today. So, in the spirit of Heather's Healing Kitchen, I always talk about foods to avoid and foods to heal. Again, because no one responds well to being restricted.
Exactly. It's so important to know the kind of foods that you can eat, because diets seem to be so restrictive that when you're talking about foods that heal you, you want to know the type of food that's actually going to help you.
And I think when you're trying to make a shift, it's so hard immediately. If someone's like, don't ever eat bread, that's just a really hard thing to do. So if you start by adding things in, and you can start your body healing, your body will help you along. Your body will send you the messages of like, oh, I feel better when I eat this versus when I eat that. So I like to come from the premise of adding things in.
Yes.
Even before you start taking it out, because that will help, your body will help you do that then.
Absolutely.
It's not going to be this cognitive battle of like, I can't eat the bagel, I can't eat the bagel.
Right.
I mean,
knowing
we're all going to eat the bagel.
Instead. Yeah, exactly.
So, foods to avoid. Sugar, fried food. Again, we're back to the refined carbohydrates, which we also talked about in session 1. This is a very hard one. That's any white flour-based things that everyone loves. Bagels, pasta, and pizza. Those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. It's really hard not to eat pizza.
Yes, the pizza is a hard one. And any foods with steroids or antibiotics. When we ingest animal products that were given antibiotics, then they affect the way our body functions. And gluten. And then the foods to heal. Foods to heal. Vegetables. If you can change anything, add more vegetables. Add all color of the rainbow of vegetables. Vegetables contain phytonutrients, which is what gives them the color. And phytonutrients they heal, not only heal your body, but they also help fight disease.
Oh.
So when we're talking about adding foods in, add in as many vegetables as you can, and all different colors of the rainbow. And the summer is the best time to do that.
Yes, there's an abundance of colorful vegetables right now.
Yeah, now's the best time.
Okay.
Fish, specifically salmon and cod, sardines, that's for the omega-3s. They help reduce inflammation. Beans, gluten-free grains, which would include rice, quinoa, millet, buckwheat, and amaranth, which is like a gram. Nuts and seeds. Healthy fats like avocado, coconut, cold-pressed oils. Spices like turmeric, curry, and ginger. Turmeric's a really popular one nowadays. People seem to know.
That's kind of on anything. I love it. I love turmeric. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be mainstream. People are realizing that is really helpful for inflammation. If you've tried to use turmeric even in a supplement or in your food, and you notice that you're having results, that indicates to you how profound what you're eating can change things. And most importantly, chocolate.
Ooh, we can have chocolate. Yay!
Chocolate falls under the dark chocolate falls under the foods to heal. And so the foods to avoid, they can create an inflammatory response and suppress the immune system, and the foods to heal reduce inflammation and support immune functioning. So you're kind of getting the foods to avoid are like hurting you in a double way, and the foods to heal are healing you in 2 ways. So the food you eat is super, super important to managing these symptoms and really healing your body. So,
I notice a huge difference in the way that I feel depending on what I eat. It's
I totally
amazing. After just like one thing, like the pizza. If I have a slice of pizza, I'm feeling it the next day. So there are times when I really want a slice of pizza, but I just have to tell myself, you know what? You're allergic to that. And for me, that helps me not to eat the pizza, because my body really does have that kind of response to as if I'm almost allergic to it.
And that really is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're having a sensitivity, an allergy. Your body is like, don't put that in me.
Doesn't want it.
No.
I might think I want it, but I really don't.
Yeah. Well, your mind wants it.
My mind wants it,
but your body will remind you.
Yes.
And it's a hard shift to make. I've been at this for a very long time, and I was sharing with Stacy earlier. I was visiting New Jersey with a friend, and we went to this awesome bagel store, and I was like, "What's one bagel gonna? What won't hurt?
Yeah.
I'll have some smoked salmon on it."
Oh,
I ate it, and it landed in my stomach like a lead balloon. My face started breaking out in hives. So I was like, "Oh yeah.
That's why I don't have bagels.
That's why I don't eat bagels." So I think the hardest thing to do too is to get the bread out. I was joking with Stacy that in the spirit of Led Zeppelin, you need to get the bread out. So if you are working at making a shift, a way to help you do that is to use lettuce instead of bread. And lots of lettuces completely lend itself to being sandwiches. You could do romaine hearts, they're like a taco shell. You can do a cabbage cup. You can do butter lettuce cup. You can do endive, radicchio. Lots of green veggies and red veggies lend themselves very easily to being a way to get what you want, get the protein you want into your body.
Yeah. In a convenient form, because bread is convenient to make a sandwich. It's quick and it's easy. Having the convenience of being able to just hold something and eat it quickly is nice, especially in the world that we live in today. Everything is just fast.
Yes, that's a great point.
Having something that you can just grab and eat is important.
Yeah, like the romaine hearts. You just peel one off, and there you go. You can put whatever chicken salad.
It's easier than bread.
That actually is easier than bread. So on this extremely hot session of the Wisdom of the Willow, we are going to go inside and have butter lettuce cups with a chicken and lime vinaigrette.
So excited.
So whenever Stacy comes, she always gets fed, and so that's what we're going to do. And we will see you at episode 3 next week.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your weekend.